Fit challengers, how are we doing? I'm checking back in with you guys. There has been awesome movement between all of the groups, all of the teams, all of the team captains, all of the teammates individually, back and forth with me. It's been awesome. Keep it going. Keep the recipes coming. Keep the pictures coming on the Facebook page. Please keep sending those things over. I had a few questions that I wanted to clarify before I do the other video on the sample of a meal and a sample of a day. But there's some things I want to clarify. So first of all, if you took the time to read the PDF, it's going to give you very specific instructions and suggestions, okay? For category 1, for category 2, and for category 2+, that is within that umbrella. Now, every person is gonna have their own journey, their own calories, the way they live their life, when they work out, when they don't work out, their lifestyle, their work, everything. And a lot of you guys have met with me individually. So there is no perfect template to have across the entire 41 of you guys or the entire world, right? So everyone's on their own journey. And I had a lot of questions on protein and carbs and dairy and all that stuff. So if you're category 1, I suggested no dairy, right? No alcohol, no grains, no flour. That is to the extreme 100%. And on category 2 and 2+, I said you could have those, perhaps no dairy, maybe dairy. It's gonna be depending. The more you need to eat, the more sources of food you're gonna have to have. Now the dairy thing has been questions a lot. I've been getting a lot of texts on dairy. Dairy could be a great source of protein and fat, but also, as I mentioned on the nutrition talk, it could bring some inflammation up within your inside in your joints and things like that. If you are trying to get very lean, right? And take away that inflammation that may be a shoulder pain, a hip, or anything like that, then taking away dairy will be very beneficial for you. If you don't want to take away dairy and you want to have a little bit, you just know that that can give you the fat and the protein. So it is going to be up to you on what you need to be doing. Just like I said on alcohol, if I said 0 alcohol the whole 30 days, that's going to be on you to be either dry for 30 days or not. Right? We're all adults here. I'm giving you suggestions, and no one should be pointing fingers at each other, even though we all like to check each other. I'm like, no. We're all here together, but it's also an individual journey. So that's with dairy. With protein, guys, I know it's tough to eat that much protein on a clean source. So we must have that protein earlier on in the day. Our eggs, our fish, our salmon, our turkey, our chicken. Chicken, you have to eat a lot of chicken to get a lot of protein. So bison is a great source of protein. For category 1, you're gonna have your protein across all categories is gonna be high regardless, because it has to be your body weight in grams. So for category 1, because you're trying to lean out, keep the leaner meats. For category 2+, maybe keep some of the higher dense meats like the bison, the meat, the ground beef, the red meats, right? But also you might want to have fish and all the salads and all that good stuff to combine, and so your digestion is not just like a bomb. What else did I want to check in here? Yes. So prior to bed, we don't need carbs, we don't need sugars, right? We need protein and we need fat. Now, there might be few ingredients in your Greek yogurt if you are having the dairy, or in your cottage cheese that says few grams of sugar or a few grams of carbs. As long as your protein is high and your fat is high, that should be okay. Now, if you already had your sugars and your carbs throughout the day, maybe you not want to have that, but I'd rather you have that and have enough protein and fat than not have it at all and miss out on 300 grams or 300 calories that you needed to have. Okay, so if you're hungry at nighttime, either you have to have a bigger dinner or a small snack before bed so you sleep really, really good. All of this, guys, I can give you so much information and the science behind it all, right? But I have to know who am I speaking with. This is not a template across everyone, because again, everyone's different, and what works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. As long as we continue to try and eat clean sources, fresh sources, greens, all the different kind of colors, and having the protein throughout the day, having the protein and carb before or after workout, and having the protein and fat throughout the other times, that's gonna be key. Few more things. Yes, labels. You could have a product that is very, very clean, the most clean ingredients, right? And you could plug it in and your macros just shoot up, right? High carb, high da-da-da. And it could be the cleanest ingredients. So it's still not bad for you. It just is not conducive to what you need to consume. It's not for a purpose. Now, on the other flip of the coin, you could have something that shows low carb, shows low sugar, shows protein, and shows fat. And you look at the ingredients and they're all crap. It's canola oil and it's just like this many ingredients. So don't get fooled by just the macros, but also look at the ingredients. The ingredients and the macros have to match. If no bad food really, right? But usually, again, if your macros look really good and the ingredients match and they're not 10 of them, they're clean ingredients, then that's great. If the ingredients are clean and your macros are really, really high, it's not a bad food, it's just not conducive to what maybe you would need, but maybe someone else is conducive. So it doesn't mean that I cannot have that because you can have that, right? No, you might be able to have it, but I'm not able to have it because it's not conducive for my goals, for my purpose. So that's a huge one to think about. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I hope that answered a few of the questions, and I'm gonna continue to jump in here, and I wanna do a live one so we could ask questions on the spot as well. But I've been getting a lot of them that I want to get out and explain, especially the last point I touch up on. Not because you can have it, I can't have it, and vice versa. It's different for everyone, but there are a few things in this challenge that we wanna get away from to be overall healthy and also have the aesthetics as well. All right, let's go.